Hello and welcome. Author Yusuf Tijani here once again for my Mission, My Vision talk show. In our previous lesson, we discussed a very important topic, as you all know, and that is you are bigger than your image. In other words, you are not as you look on the outside. People may look at you or see you very smallish, dark, or whatever. But that is not your real self, as I explained to you in our previous lesson. Today, we are going to look at a different level, as I will be taking you through so many important areas, such as some of the most important elements or components that come together to form your true self, your true genuine self, which is distinct from the image that is seen by outsiders or even you, because you might not be aware of some of these issues. But before I introduce you to some of the real factors or elements that come to play to make who you are, that will push you to whatever dream you might want to achieve in life, I would like us to look at yet another important area, and that is problems with not finding yourself. Okay, so this shows how important it is to actually find who you are. Okay, so the question is, why am I even supposed to know myself, or what do I need to know about myself for? And these are some of the things you have to look at or consider before you set yourself up on the journey of self-discovery. Now, with some of the problems that I have listed through my study and experience, I've come to find out that people who lack self-identity or who do not know themselves are mostly with the following problems. Number one, let's talk about fear or lack of confidence. Okay, good. So the first element you are going to see on the chart of problems associated with people who do not know who they really are is lack of self-confidence. They are always afraid. Okay, if you don't know who you are, meaning you don't know your purpose in life, you cannot identify how capable you are. It is going to take you back, sit you back on your sit you back on the chair and always looking at others following their dreams, because you lack confidence. You don't even know. For example, a student finds himself in the classroom because this student does not know how capable or how potent he is in terms of dealing with subjects. Whenever a question is posed in the classroom, he finds himself sitting with low self-esteem, okay, and not coming up with some confidence or boldly answering questions in the classroom. And this is one of the most dangerous things that can happen to an individual. So if you are afraid, you can't move on in life, okay? If you are afraid, you can't chase your dreams. If you are afraid, for example, people are afraid, let's say somebody wants to publish a book. And I remember back in those days when I was in the senior high level, I even wanted to write a book. And of course I did, okay? I wrote a book, published the book actually. And then I started selling my own book in my own school to my fellow students. There and then a teacher asked me, TJ, this is amazing. Even I, being your teacher, I have script down, I have put down some manuals, like I want to write my own book, which has been on my laptop for more than 3 years. And I've not been able to print it out. And I'm surprised, a student of your age and time, you are able, even with all these struggles with exams and all that, you've been able to come out with a book. This is so amazing. And I was like, I smiled, and she said, wow, you are going to go higher in life. So what I had at that time that this teacher didn't have was self-confidence, okay? I believed in myself, and I knew that this is what I could do even at that time, all right? But this teacher was maybe afraid of criticism, okay? She was afraid of the market, okay? Is my book going to sell anyway? Is people going to accept my ideas? Okay, is my book going to penetrate in the market or something like that? So one might be one might be afraid, so afraid of being accepted, and thereby sitting back and not chasing their dream. So if you don't know your life purpose, if you don't identify what makes you and truly understand the capabilities you do have, you are always afraid and you lack self-confidence. I am sure you believe with me that this is truly bad. This is very bad for any person who wants to actually achieve something in life. Okay, number 2, let's talk about, whilst we are talking about fear, we also want to look at no clearer vision. Okay, so those who do not identify themselves do not have a clearer picture of what they want in life. Okay, but the opposite is true, that people who actually find themselves, for example, myself, when I realized that I could write to solve problems, okay, and the problem or the motivation was that I look at people, they say, I cannot actually identify myself, I don't know my potentials, I can't chase my dream, and I felt the pain that I feel passionate about this, I want to do something about it, okay, so I have the skill of writing, I have the skill of convincing, I have the skill of talking to people's heart and mind to try to actually come out and follow their dreams in life. So I said, let me just try to teach people by writing, in the form of writing, okay? Very good. So this is actually out there to solve people's problem, and that was a niche that I took, and that defines my vision. So the clearer picture you should have is very important on the journey of self-discovery. And if you don't discover yourself, you will not have a clearer picture. So a lot of people are found in courses, in the schools, a lot of people are in business, many people are out there and they don't even know what to do. It's like the weather sweep them to the right and to the left anyhow, because they don't have a clearer picture or a clearer vision. So lack of self-identity is tantamount to lack of clearer vision in life. Let me also take you to another important point here. You have low self-esteem and you don't even value your own self. You look at yourself as your peers are making it. I grew up with this guy. He's now making it. He's the same age as me. We went through the same college, and today he's having a brighter job, a bigger business. He's having, maybe having a house, having a car, and I don't have it. Okay. So you always look down upon yourself and you don't even want to move. You don't even want to get up and follow something, okay? So you lack self-esteem and you don't even have the courage to move forward. And you are not respected because you don't know yourself. You don't know what you are about, and you cannot be a leader. So nobody wants to trust you, okay? Because you don't know yourself. How do you expect people to even trust to follow you? You don't even have a message to send to people, all right? And what causes this is sometimes intimidation, okay? The fear, the lack of vision, the lack of self-esteem, it all comes under a problem, one common problem, and that is when people do not even know their class, okay, their level, their target. A lot of people, they have a goal, they set a goal, a short-term or long-term goal, and they want to I want to do something. So they target the wrong people, okay? The wrong people, I say, some might be thinking of acceptance by the elderly. Listen, the elderly will not accept your proposal. The elderly will not accept your vision. You know why? Because you cannot teach an old dog a new trick, okay? They might agree with you that you have a very brilliant idea, but no older person is going to follow you, all right? Now, the second wrong target area for people who lack self-confidence on the journey of self-discovery is that they target their peers, okay? Now you have an objective, you have a goal, you have a dream, you have something you want to do, and then you target your peers. This is wrong, okay? Take this from me that it is very wrong to think that your peers or your colleagues are going to just jump in and follow you. It's wrong. You know why? Because your friend has also got a dream just as you. And just as you cannot leave your passion, you cannot leave your goal to follow theirs, you do not expect them to leave theirs and follow yours. I believe you are getting me on this. So you do not expect people to leave theirs and follow yours. Okay, just as you will not leave yours and follow theirs. So targeting them will be wrong. And then the most important area you have to target that will boost your morale to keep you going, even without support from your peers, without support from the elderly, without support from a community, is the younger generation, younger than your age, younger than your colleagues, your type, okay, your kind of people. Now, you may have to consider the people that are coming, that are now looking for direction. Then you target them, you set your vision to become their leader. Now they trust you, they come to you for information, and then it will push you, motivate you, to give you the self-confidence that you need in order to pursue your goal. So again, when this happens, what the next problem it will cause for an individual is growth retardation, as I call it, okay? It takes you back, it makes you stagnant, you never grow, you are always at the same spot, like running around and stuff like that. And then most importantly, and this one I would like to take you to my whiteboard to see something very important and very necessary, and that is, it makes you a slave of so many things, and most importantly, slave of money, okay? Now, most people who do not identify their true self mostly often become a slave of money, okay? What do I mean by that? How can one become a slave of money? There are many people who work on their way to try to make money work for them, okay? So try to make money work for them. Now, those who are on the journey to making money work for them are called bosses of money. I'm talking about businessmen, okay? Somebody who has been able to create a system, whereas even in his absence, people can work and then pay him, okay? Even in his absence, he's being paid. That is somebody trying to make money his slave and becoming the boss of money. And this is done by people who truly identify themselves and they work towards their vision in life, all right? So, on the other hand, if you are unable to actually find yourself, you end up becoming a slave of money by working for money, always trying to chase people, always trying to find jobs, always trying to secure your job to make sure that you always have something to pay your bills and stuff like that. Because you don't identify yourself, you cannot have a clearer picture or vision, you cannot have your own establishment, you cannot have a company or a business to your name or to your title. Hence, you will always be chasing people's dreams, and being a follower of people's dreams will make you an employee, okay? So employee to make you a slave of money, and thereby to always work for money. Money controls you. Money takes you here and there and stuff like that. So I will encourage you to first of all try to find yourself. When you find yourself, it builds your confidence. It gives you the opposite to all the problems I have listed here. I hope you have enjoyed this particular lesson. Like I said, in our next video, I might be taking you through some of the important elements, about 10 of them that I've listed, that will push you to identify your true self that is bigger than the image you see or the image people see you as, okay? So self-discovery is very, very important, and I will encourage everybody to follow us as we move along to finding this self. And I promise you, you will never be left out, and you will thank any other platform that you are watching this video from. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel you are watching this video at, and then make sure you like it, comment, and share for the benefit of many others. Thank you very much for joining me.